Behind me is a Whirlpool top mount refrigerator that is ice maker ready. Today we're going to show you how to install the Easy Connect accessory ice maker kit in the freezer compartment of this refrigerator.
Warning: electrical shock hazard. Disconnect power before servicing. Replace all parts and panels before operating. Failure to do so can result in death or electrical shock.
Now that I've thoroughly read the instructions, I'm going to go ahead and proceed step by step with the process. Using a Phillips screwdriver, we're going to remove the screw on the electrical connector cover and the water input. Next, we're going to remove the plug over the hole, and this might have a little piece of foam on it. You might have to work it a little bit, or use a flat blade screwdriver and just very easily work it out from side to side. Next, we're going to take the wire harnesses supplied in the kit, and we're going to match up and find the right wire harness for this model. Your kit may have different connectors than the ones showed. This one looks like the right one, and remember to try both ends if the one doesn't start. Okay, that's the one. We're not going to connect this to there yet. We're going to go ahead and install this on the ice maker next. I'm going to click, make sure it's seated. Go over the guide and into the clip. Make sure it's fully into the clip. And the wire harness may have a little extra length. You may have to work and tuck as you place the ice maker on the holder. Before we hang the ice maker on the hangers here, we're going to go ahead and grab the fill tube. This is adjustable, so we can slide it out. We're going to go ahead and seat it, and I'm just going to pull it out probably about a 1/4 inch, maybe a 1/2 inch. We'll adjust it some more once we install the ice maker. We're going to go ahead and take the ice maker. First, I'm going to plug it in, make sure that's seated. Then I'm going to go ahead and bring the ice maker up. I'm going to install the fill tube into the fill tube holder and bring it up and above, and I'm going to start with the rearmost shoulder bolt, sliding it into place. Now I'm going to do the front one. Make sure you're pushing the ice maker up against the wall when you do this. It'll make it much easier to set on those shoulder bolts. Using the screw that was removed from the rear cover, we're going to install it on this lower mount. Before we do that, we're just going to push up a little bit and make sure it's in place. And then we're going to look for alignment and make sure the hole is aligned to the bracket. It is. Now that the ice maker is installed, the electrical connections have been made, the screw on the bottom is tight and secure. With the unit still unplugged, we're going to go ahead and grab the tines. They're in home position about 9 o'clock, and we're going to pull them up to about noon. Somewhere between 11 o'clock and 12 o'clock would be good. If you go over, that's okay. You'll notice the bail arm comes up when you do it. That's fine. We're putting it into a test position that when we plug in the unit, it'll go ahead and cycle and fill with water immediately without us having to wait, so we can verify our work. Now that we got the ice maker tines in place, we're going to go ahead and put the shelf. We install it on the lower rail and just make sure the guard's on. Then we grab the supplied ice bin. Make sure that it's underneath and pushed all the way back, so the drip edge is under the fill part of the ice maker. Now that we're finished in the interior, we're going to go ahead and connect the water. From the back of the fridge, we're going to go ahead and unscrew the dust cover. We're going to take our water line. We're just going to finger thread it on. I'm just going to use my fingers until it snugs all the way up. and I can't get any tighter with my fingers. We're going to go ahead and snug it up, and then we're going to turn on the water and make sure it's not leaking and it's installed correctly. Okay, water valve has been turned on, and we've checked for leaks, and there are no leaks.
Warning: electrical shock hazard. Plug into a grounded 3-prong outlet. Do not remove ground prong. Do not use an adapter. Do not use an extension cord. Failure to follow these instructions can result in death, fire, or electrical shock.
Let's go ahead and plug in the unit and let the ice maker cycle so we can verify our connections in the freezer. Also be aware that in order to turn off or on your ice maker, you'll lift the bail arm. In the full up position, it's off, and down, it's on.